Hello Leo, and welcome to Sincere Tarot. This is your What Do You Need to Know for Mid-May Tarot reading, and your energy is, ambulance, I live near a hospital. All right, your energy for mid-May is the Hermit, so you might be spending a lot more time by yourself, introspection, kind of maybe just checking out of certain like social things and also social media and stuff like that, and just really getting in touch with you. All right, so, and yeah, that's also a Virgo energy sometimes. All right, what does Leo need to know for mid-May? Wow. I am not making as many facial expressions today because my cheek really hurts, but I'm sure it'll be all healed up in a few weeks' time. Okay, so interesting. There's definitely a big secret, a bit of drama. You will come out on top because that's what you do. All right, so whatever this situation is about, okay, in the past, the energy leading into this situation, we've got the Seven of Cups, illusion, delusion. So either someone or an organization completely misled and deceived you and just toyed with your emotions and were not being realistic at all, smoke and mirrors, or both. You were potentially doing that with yourself, or both. So your energy right now is you are not in a good way, okay? This is the devil. It is a very negative energy, and just you could be feeling really angry and frustrated. You could be really stressed about it. You could be going potentially into negative mind patterns. Also, that's a Capricorn energy, so like controlling kind of energy might be coming out from you, but it might be because, you were deluded, or maybe you still are a little bit with a particular aspect of your life. That will be changing very soon, by the way. So what you need to know is the High Priestess, and she's the keeper of secrets. So there might be a big secret that you're not really sure about, and it has to do about something with the energy around this whole situation is the Nine of Pentacles. So that's independent wealth, independent stability, your independent job, how you make money, how you pay for rent, all of those things, or potentially you make physical things or produce objects that you bring into the world. It can be art that you make money off of, or crafts, things like that. So it's something around that. But the outcome is really good. I would say we've got the Chariot, so that's just moving forth with a new positive energy, and just accomplishing whatever you want, accomplishing your dreams, just moving forward with your objective and a goal in mind, okay? Look, there's going to be a little bit of struggle, okay? We've got the Five of Wands. There might be arguments with other people. It might cause a little bit of drama, but you're just going to be doing what you want to do and what feels right for you, okay? You're also being aspected by the Page of Cups. So for some reason, sometimes this can represent a child, potentially a little girl that's somehow involved, but it can also represent just maybe you dipped your toes in a little bit with this false reality that you were presented with in the past, or the way that you were looking at a situation or person in the past, and now you're beginning to realize, okay, like just even dipping your toes in a little bit, it just wasn't working out. So you were realizing what you were getting into. And you might be feeling really isolated about it with that Hermit card, okay? Like you're alone, and that sucks to feel. Okay, let's get some clarification cards for Leo for this situation. Interesting. There may have been someone who let it slip, someone who's maybe independent of this whole situation, potentially a female, might not be though, that kind of let it slip or let you know about what was up, right? Or the veer of illusion, the veil of illusion like slipped from because of a particular female who's like working with this or working with you potentially, okay? And this ultimately happened from a spiritual level for the best, so that you could have the good life that you deserve, because that's the whole reason why you got into this situation, is because you wanted a better life, right? But the thing is, people were lying by omission. We've got futility, and that's like huge, like pretty much being very extremely deceitful, okay? Not giving you the full picture. A partial truth is a lie in a way, and that's kind of what was being presented to you. You really do want to have a lot of love in your life and do things that are meaningful for you and emotionally meaningful, and like connect with your community, and that's why you got in this situation in the first place. So there's nothing wrong with that, right? It's just you were being totally lied to and scammed, essentially. And look, the Chariot is being clarified by the Chariot. So you are just, getting your thinking cap back on, figuring out a solution, very goal-oriented, solution-driven, and you are dealing with the situation very forthright, as you should, and you're probably like be talking a lot about it. Like, people are going to know you're not hiding this from anyone, and it's partly because you are following your intuition. Maybe you just kind of got a vibe of certain people or a certain person like being argumentative and causing a little bit of drama, and you were just listening to your intuition being like, this doesn't really feel right, and you kind of just went with the flow about that situation, and you realize you want a lot more peace, a lot more stability. You might be wanting to work from home, you want a little bit more commitment, you just want things to be kind of a little bit more wholesome. Okay, I just want to ask, like, okay, what was this thing in the past? Okay, what was the scam? Okay, well, all I will say is that it had to do with something that like is close to your heart, and you could have been scammed by a person. This could also be a relationship, not just like the situation could be business or relationship or something like that. A scam artist potentially. And I think you might have been targeted in a way so that because they just knew how to toy with your emotions, like a slick car salesman or a snake oil salesman. What was it that slipped? The true intentions are what slipped somehow, and made you realize that's what you really didn't want. Okay, let's do one more clarifier about the outcome. Yeah, okay, and then you've learned after all of this, you're going to pull through amazingly. This is like water off a duck's back, and this whole chapter, like the lesson that you kind of needed to learn from this, will be closed. It's done. It's completed, and you're leveling up, and you're moving on. Let's get some advice cards for this situation. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I just pulled a few, but this one, we've got the Chariot again, all right? And I think for me, especially in this deck, the Chariot is like, your advice is like, do what makes you feel free. You don't want to be just restricted or held back or distracted, I was wanting to say for some reason. And you have a goal, you're very goal oriented, you know what you want, and go for it. And so like, if there are certain things that you feel like it's holding you back, or certain people or situations, like, and you're feeling restricted and restrained, then that's not really going to set you on accomplishing your goals, right? Second advice card, we've got the Eight of Cups. You need to make sure that certain things are going to be fulfilling in the long run, because everything can look good on paper, but then in actuality, it's just not working out. And a lot of people can talk and be like, say that they can offer you everything. If you just do this, if you just give us money, just give us your bank details or whatever. Let me drive your car. I don't know why I got that one, but you need to think like, is this going in a direction that will give me emotional satisfaction and happiness and be emotionally deep in the long run, okay? Next advice card, we've got Temperance. So it's like little steps, right? Sometimes people will promise us the world and then just give us a headache, okay? So like everything worth waiting for comes in due time. And I think that maybe you were wanting to jump the gun on something that will come, but it will come when it's meant to, in your life, manifest in your life. And yeah, I think certain people were maybe taking advantage of what your desires to scam you or deceive you, lie to you, get what they want out of you, and it's not going to work, which is great. So it will still come in divine time. You just got to be patient, okay? And we also have another advice card, the Nine of Swords. So like, this is going to be a bit hurtful to your ego. You might be beating yourself up a little bit. Maybe they're saying like cruel words and things to you, and it's stressing you out, but it will pass in due time. Yes, you've been victimized, but it is your choice to stay in that energy or to move through it, beyond it, and transcend it. If you'd like a private reading, send me an email or check out my website. That's all down below. I do monthly, mid-monthly videos, so definitely make sure you're subscribed, hit the notification bell, and if you're still here, secret bonus card, Two of Wands, time to readjust your direction and orientation in life for your future, where you want to go, potentially with a creative project or an idea that you have that's been inspired, and just start to replan now. Have a great month. Bye.